the history of Islam in Bali began hundreds of years ago. In the 16th century of Hindu kingdom in Bali, such as Geljok in the Klongkung kingdom, the kingdom Pamecutan and the kingdom Buleleng had many companions and soldiers recruited from the Muslims. They faithfully served the Hindu kingdoms as a form of appreciation of education Muslims member. The kingdom provided a special permit and a special residential area of Muslims. For example, is the land administered by Hindu kings of Muslim to live. Until today, two villagers have mostly Muslim generation that interact with Hindu community. The Hindu majority often invite Muslims to involve in the activities.
Bali has a concept named Nyawa Baraya. Nyawa Baraya means harmonious and peaceful life in the fraternity. The behavior Meraya Baraya is manifestation of the Balinese Hindu teaching of Tatwarisi, or means you or I, a guidance which teach that people shall always love each other. This value can then be the base for building tolerance and harmony in multicultural society. Other value related to the value of tolerance is Desa Kala Patrayang. This value illustrates the versatility of the Balinese. This concept also explains how the practice of Hinduism in religious activities is not the same for every region. The scriptures can be the same, but the way of practice varies as tailored to the desa or place, kala or time, and patra or state. This explains, while rooted in the same religion, is in Hindu, each region in Bali has different religion practices. There is the value of karma phala concerning the law of causation. With the philosophy of this value, the Balinese people are left to think straight, because what they are experiencing right now, in fact, cannot be separated from what was done before. What they will experience in the future depends on what they will do at this moment. Balinese value of karma phala provide a way to look into disaster as a warning to themselves that something was not right. There are deviations. Those deviations are a result from disturbance against natural balance. Facing the disaster, they do not look for who is at fault or to blame. All they do is hold a ceremony as form of putting the balance back.